Today on Eat, Pray, and Live, we are talking about open relationships and side pieces allowed. So join us.
Oh, and y'all know who picked us now. Sheree nasty. She's trying to change it up.
She said, I ain't never heard this song before in my life.
You don't heard this.
You know it.
Hey, all right, y'all. Welcome to Eat, Pray, and Live. We are so excited about today's show, but let me introduce my fabulous panel.
Hey, guys.
My co-host to my immediate left is none other than Miss Stacy Ike.
What's up?
In the house. She is my millennial me. Then to her left is my male me. We have Mr. Demetrius Jones in the house.
What's up?
Hey.
Turn me up. I like this. It's just me.
And last but never, ever least, we have Miss Courtney Stewart.
What's up, y'all?
And she's my militant me. So we got 4 points of view, one powerful panel. Hello.
Yes.
So we got a show today.
We do. Some conversation to
Inspired by some nasty friends I have, but I ain't gonna know.
What she talking about?
She said inspired by.
She
gave you a title without a title.
I'm just joking. Well, let me start by saying we're obviously we're talking about open relationships, and usually when a couple decides to enter a committed relationship, exclusive sexual activity is pretty much understood, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Or assumed. Everybody ain't saying yes.
That's all I'm saying. I just looked over and I'm like, hello. She asked a question with a simple answer.
It's usually expected in probably about 95% of relationships and couples. Is that a reasonable expectation? And that's what we're going to explore today. Or is monogamy an antiquated concept? Interesting. Do we willingly embrace monogamy, or do we just endure it out of mere tradition and peer pressure? In polyamory, and Courtney helped me to say that, polyamory, which means multiple loves, is that a more realistic ideal, since most divorces are caused by infidelity? Well, today we're going to explore and get into it and discuss it. Hello.
You laid out the points.
Oh,
You
hello.
laid out the points.
So what's interesting is that's really tiny. We can't really see it, but it's Newt Gingrich and Megyn Kelly. Was that not interesting?
Hilarious.
What was your take on that, you guys? What was he kind of blasted her and said, "You are fascinated with sex." And she said, "I am not fascinated with sex." Well, yeah, you are, because we all are, Megyn Kelly. Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it real. Ooh, so weigh in, because you're dying to say something.
I'm really not.
What you need to say?
What I'm going to say has nothing to do with sex, though.
Okay.
It's Newt Gingrich on that show appeared to me as if he was ready to go off on someone because he thought that they were talking about negative things concerning Donald Trump too often.
Right.
My only thing is the media is a double-edged sword. We've been hearing about Donald Trump relentlessly for about, 9 months?
9 months, yeah.
I don't know why his supporters thought, once negative stories come up, they're not going to speak about that.
Thank you.
The media, at the end of the day, the media don't love y'all hoes.
Exactly. They're trying to get ratings. You know what I'm saying?
Good,
They're trying to
bad,
get
ugly.
ratings.
Well, what's interesting is the fact that he was upset because she said, sexual predator. And he just, just blew up. But she, shoot, I done lost my train of thought in the middle of our show.
She handled herself.
Yeah, she did. And when she brought up the sexual predator thing, I understand that sounds really intense.
You're right.
But at the same time, it was a question, and she was asking if he is a sexual predator, doesn't the public have a right to know, and we have a right to report on that?
Right.
And he just stuck on that. She wasn't labeling him a sexual predator.
Not at
She
all.
was asking a question. So I just, he was out of line. He was doing too much.
But you know what? Most people, they said she had 10,000 comments on her Facebook, and they're all demanding that she be fired.
Because they all watch Fox News.
Yeah, okay.
And so they team Trump.
Isn't that interesting?
You know what I'm saying? And now they coming for her, even though she's on Fox News.
Precisely.
so whatever.
Well,
no one's loyal.
Yeah, no one's loyal. But apparently, his second wife came forth and said that he actually asked her to be in an open relationship. Now, he vehemently denies that, but he does not deny infidelity, cheating on his wife. So it's interesting because in America, that is not, I mean, I don't live anywhere else, so I don't know what it is in other, other countries. But in this country, it is more acceptable to cheat than to have an open marriage.
Yes.
Wow, that is a very interesting,
you can
probably
understand
honest
why,
point.
though. You can understand why.
Because of tradition? Because of what?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to cheating, that's seen as a one-time occurrence and not an actual state of existence.
Right, a little way of life. Right.
Open relationship
Say
is
that
a
one
way
more
of life.
time. It just didn't sink in. I don't know. Say it again.
People are more. People are fine with someone cheating because
Making a mistake.
It's a one-time thing or maybe a few-time thing. But when it comes to an open relationship, that's
Your lifestyle.
That's
That's what
lifestyle.
you believe in.
Cheating is not a lifestyle.
I mean, it can be, but it's not
Yeah,
in most
it can.
But
situations.
but it's not.
for a lot of
No one says I'm an adulterer.
Yeah. But people do say, I'm a
Yes.
P. I don't know how to pronounce the.
Well, it's interesting. Monique, I love this meme.
Who's gonna go?
Who gonna
I'm
grab my
dead.
stuff?
But you know what's funny about that?
What's funny? We got to get it popping.
Because
Wait, listen to this. Wait, we got to give this some respect. Hold on. Listen, y'all. Listen.
Ooh.
Beautiful sound. Let's get it popping.
It's always
All right. So
lovely.
what are you saying, Demetrius? And happy birthday, Stacey!
Yes.
We got a little cake for Stacey. She turned, can I say?
Yes.
26. I tried to buy you a 2 and a 6 candle, but they were out of 2s.
Girl, you are
going on?
wonderful. Oh my gosh. Thank you
Demetrius,
guys
you
so
want to join
much.
us today?
no, hey, America, Sheree is trying to turn me into an alcoholic because I don't have any water. So they're trying to get me to drink.
Thank
You are
you.
such
I
a
don't know
beaut.
about Diet Coke.
I love you guys. That's just a clip.
I want some Dasani.
Awesome.
Coke can send me some
birthday.
Dasani.
Oh, happy birthday, Stacey.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.
I remember being 26.
You please. You don't look a day over 25. Let's be real.
5 years ago. I mean, it wasn't like it was that long.
Last week.
You know?
Wow. Okay. All right.
Hello. All right, so all right, Monique. Now this is funny because this is it's a meme and a play on Donald Trump talking about grabbing women's stuff. So this is the photo from her from Precious talking about who gonna grab my. Now apparently whoever she wants because her and her husband Sydney. What's Sydney's last name? I think Sydney Hicks. They have an open relationship.
They do. Now, do you think it's interesting that they felt like they needed to tell us?
And that,
do you think that's...
I think it, well, you know what? I think if you're in the public eye, it kind of cuts down on, like, the rumor. Like,
okay, true.
What's the point?
And it kind of came out sideways. It didn't come out, like, directly, like, hey, I'm in an open relationship. She was talking about it and, like, talking about, I forget what show she was on. She was doing
The Preachers.
An
She was on Preachers with John Gray and another preacher out of, I'm not sure.
It was out before that, though.
Really? That was the first.
Sure it was. Yeah. Yeah.
Really? I had never heard her be so,
Because even now, she's never specifically said we are in an open relationship.
No, she has.
I thought she only said like he will do, and I can choose to go when I want to choose to go.
No, do I have a quote from her? That's why it says it's confirmed. They are
she
confirmed.
did
They are out.
podcast about it in January, and that's the podcast that, to Monique's credit, was misconstrued because she spoke about other people who were rumored to be in open relationships and said, I don't know if they are, but certain blogs, Bossip, took it and said that they did. They took it and they said that she insinuated that they were. She didn't say anything like that.
Right.
It was really unfair to her.
Let me read this quote. When she did the interview with Barbara Walters, do we have sex outside of the marriage? Let me say this. I have not had sex outside of my marriage with Sydney, she said. Could I have sex outside of my marriage with Sydney? Yes.
Okay. Well, I've seen things, and even her stand-up, where she said specifically She broke down how she asked him for the open relationship.
It was her idea.
Allegedly.
Because a lot of people were like blaming, saying, "Oh, it was just him."
Look,
And
wait
she's
a
like,
second.
No, it's me.
This picture to me says it all. She is definitely
Leading.
Look at that. That says it all. She is definitely in control of that
But
relationship.
like Stacey said, I don't think we need to know about it. I
No,
really
I
don't.
yeah.
I don't.
I just think it's interesting when people feel. I mean, of course, I love what you said.
Yeah.
You know, they're in the public eye, so it cuts down on all the drama, and you're already in the public eye. That makes sense.
No,
But,
that's bullshit.
I mean, in
But
a
if Sydney
sense,
is
it
like
makes
seen with another woman or
In a
something,
sense,
then
it's
she
fine.
don't.
But it's interesting when people feel like they have to tell us stuff, like when Russell and Sierra had to tell us about their, you know, saving.
They didn't. It was gross.
They didn't. But people just feel like this helps
Yes.
the narrative
No
or adds to their
one
story.
cares about
True.
what
True.
what's his name,
Sydney.
and Monique do,
But
unless
somebody
they
does.
make it an issue.
Somebody cares.
Unless they make it an issue.
It was a news story.
Because they made it one. My thing is, for the people who
but
aren't
why
up
are they still talking about it? And now they have a show. They have a podcast. I haven't
was all
heard
a
the
part of the
podcast.
plan.
So you think it's
It was
PR?
all a part of the plan.
So you don't
For her to
really
randomly
think
bring it up?
they have an open relationship?
No, I think they do.
Oh, yeah.
But my
For
thing
sure.
is, I don't necessarily, I don't need to know about it, and I don't think the public really cares.
Do
that much
you
about it.
think that we are meant to be, as humans, we are meant to be monogamous?
Can you answer
Yes.
first?
Tina,
I really want to know what you think.
Well, you know what? I think yes. I think yes. I think it just depends. I think it depends. What?
I ain't got nothing to say. I don't have anything to say.
Keep it real. This is real talk. Keep it
No,
real.
I can't.
No, you have my permission.
Go in.
You
Go
have
all
my
the
permission.
way.
I don't know what he's gonna
Sheree.
say. Ain't no shame in
I
my
have
game.
your permission.
You're gonna watch.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Sheree,
Watch and
you
sip.
know, if you could find a dude who will be fine with you being with another guy periodically, you would do it.
You know what though? I don't
Really?
think I could have sex with another guy. I think if I was in love, right? If I'm in love, I don't think I could. I think I want to go dinner. I want to kiss. I wouldn't want to kiss.
Hey, whatever. See,
I would.
There-
I could see doing that.
That's a very intimate act.
It is
Kissing
intimate.
is
For certain
really
people,
intimate.
It
it's
is.
really
If
intimate.
it's
And other
done
people,
well.
it's like nothing.
Well,
Yeah,
for her,
it's very
it is,
interesting.
isn't it?
I could do what?
It's an intimate act, isn't it?
We learning all kind of stuff today.
All kind of.
Yeah, but you know, I've never had that kind of relationship. Maybe that's why I ain't in one. Right now.
But that's my question though. But like, if you found somebody that would be cool with you doing that, are you also in turn cool with him doing it?
Well, see,
No.
I do have a lot of double
Because there's so many
standards.
rules.
Yeah. But my
There's-
thing is, to me, that's a part of being single. I'm single, so I'm not in a committed relationship, so I kind of have that now.
Exactly.
I can do, so what I'm saying is, I don't understand, if that's the lifestyle that I wanted, why would I be in a committed relationship?
True.
Exactly.
And I think to me that's why I didn't understand when, I mean, to say that I'm with you and I don't want to lose you, but I also want to have them is exactly what you said. Then just don't have me. And
Yes.
I cannot have a conversation with you telling me that I'm the one, but actually I just want to play around. I'm sorry, it doesn't work for me. It doesn't.
But it
that's
fills
just
different
me. That's
needs.
Listen.
So what's your take, Miss Courtney?
I mean, I believe in monogamy. I've been monogamous many times. And I don't believe in cheating. I've never cheated on anybody. I think I can say that for real. Yeah, I've never cheated on anybody. But if I'm one of those people that like, you just have to be upfront about it. Like when I'm done, I'm done. I'm not going to cheat on you. I'm done, and you will know I'm done, and I will be messing with somebody else. Even though if you think you're still in the relationship, you're by yourself. But like I make that plain up front.
All right.
I would say though that monogamy isn't just a tradition. I think that our feelings of jealousy and territorialism are also natural feelings that we have, and
point.
to be, because I'm one of them people that's like, I can't date an athlete because I ain't sharing. You know what I'm saying? So like and you can.
Now, all athletes don't cheat.
I agree. I really
all of
do.
them don't.
But Courtney,
But
It's
it's
just
real
the level
difficult to
of
find the one
temptation they
curious,
face.
though.
It makes it
Exactly.
hard
It's a
to be
different
faithful.
space.
Yeah.
what if you can see other people too, though?
I still don't want your look. You can't bring. I'm gonna say something
why-
inappropriate.
go ahead.
You can't bring home a dirty to me.
Okay.
Like, and I just don't like
So-
that. Turns me off.
So let me
then I'm no
pose
longer
this question.
turned on to
Same
you.
question I posed to her, because I know how Sheree is. She would like to be able to do it as long as he's going to chill out. It reminds me of this show on FX called The Worst. Let me ask you something. It does, because that's what's happening to this dude.
Yeah.
So if you could see other people, and he was really fine with it. But he would not go see other people. Would you do it?
Probably not, because I have this thing, like, part of my image, like, if I'm in a relationship with you, I'm in a relationship, my attraction to you and my wanting to be attached to somebody means that they meet certain criteria, and if you cool with me, just something about you ain't grabbed me enough, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just, you're not, and I don't want to say it's weakness, but it reveals itself as weakness to me.
Yes.
That you cool with me, like, because I need you to be.
You need to be
I need you
strong
to be
enough to
like
do
holding
all
me.
that.
Like
Yeah.
I want to be like hemmed up. Like I don't want to leave.
Yeah.
And if you can't do that, then I'm not attracted to you.
Or if you're giving me the chance to leave, it means that you're not feeling
But you
something.
said probably.
Well, how do you
I'm
feel?
saying
Do you-
never.
You should
know.
tell us your
Huh? How do you feel?
I'm a freak, so you know.
What that define for?
What does that mean?
I could do an open relationship.
So both ends for you. Do you need to be able to do it, and she needs to be able to do
I
it?
think
Just
honestly,
you, just her?
I would think that would only be fair.
So reciprocity.
Yeah, the times that we've had conversations about this, I've been like, Sheree, that's some bullshit. How you go out and then he can't go out, and then Sheree just leans back how women do and just say, well, you know, that's just how it is.
But
My rules, my game, my
I would say I
rules.
always feel that it's interesting that when a man cheats, typically, you know, in a lot more circumstances, we are willing to take you back. But when a woman cheats, you guys shut down.
You know why?
Yes.
Because
You shut down.
women,
They can't
you
handle
build
it.
They can't
yourselves
handle it.
up in our eyes as something that's on a pedestal that in order for you to engage in that act, you must feel a certain way about me that will prevent me from ever trusting you again.
Say that again.
Dang.
What's the difference between if you did it to me?
But what
though?
if it's just sex? Like, what if it's just?
Well,
Do you
because
believe that women can just have sex
very few.
without
I have
that
met some that
emotional?
can.
Yes.
And I have had sex with them, so yeah.
You are.
Now, is the sex better
With what?
with a woman who doesn't get emotionally attached, who just kind of
That's
compartmentalizes
interesting.
sex?
No, because
Okay.
the thing is about emotional attachment with women in sex. During sex, it's fine to have an emotional attachment and to be very passionate. The problem is after sex when you have an emotional attachment.
Yeah.
Leave me the hell alone. That was it. That's
Was that it for you too?
Man, I'll
you gonna
never
get hate
forget this
mail.
dude in college. I cannot think of who it is. I would not say, but he did go to TSU. We were in my dorm room. He said, "Man, sex is like a bank for me. When I withdraw, I lose interest." He was from Memphis.
That is a lot.
So whoever said that, I know.
Whoever said it, I'll never be talking to you.
yeah.
That's amazing.
I'm not setting you up with none of my friends, nothing. Like, what?
He was from Memphis.
Wow.
We're like banks. That's interesting.
That is crazy. Well, let's talk about another confirmed open marriage couple, celebrity couple, which is T-Pain and his, I think that's his wife, T-Pain and his wife. Now it's interesting because Monique's situation, and I guess all open marriages are not created equal. In Monique's situation, I think they have an understanding. If she wants to have sex with somebody outside the relationship, then she can do it. He can do it. Now this is them bringing people into, women. He ain't playing with. His thing is, it's all about me. See, I think that's very selfish.
No. You're making an assumption.
Well,
You're
she
making
might
an
enjoy
assumption.
women.
Precisely.
She might enjoy looking at it.
Well, I know I'm sure, but the thing, so you don't think she's married to a man, so how can
Some
she not
women
enjoy
would never
men?
want to, but some women don't necessarily want to see two men doing anything or doing them to. Or doing anything to her like that. Sometimes visually, it's more just like women that like to go to strip clubs that are female, like strippers. Like it's the same concept.
But I think that's not reciprocity. That's a little, to me, one-sided. That's what I
You're
think.
assuming she's not like sexually.
Let me read the daggone
Because-
quote. What am I assuming?
Because
I know.
Sheree is not really interested in women like that. So for some reason, she can't even fathom the possibility that a woman.
I don't think that's what she's saying. I
want
think
to
she's
be-
just saying that.
That's what I'm saying. You're right. You're right. It said, according to TMZ, T-Pain and his wife have an open relationship, but here's the catch. T can bring girls home, but Amber has to be there, either watching or participating.
So she like it.
That's
a catch?
I don't really think that's an open marriage. That's more like
they're just freaking on
That's
the
just
side.
freaky.
freaky sexual experimentation. Like,
On the side,
That
yeah.
doesn't seem like an open marriage.
I think that's what
I
he
think it
said
is.
too.
I think
Yeah.
it's still kind of it's a form of open.
But it's open.
marriage.
You're opening your bedroom to
I
somebody
like
other
this
than
idea.
your
You're
spouse.
You're not having a relationship.
You like this idea.
I like this idea tremendously.
So you like this, you
Said
prefer this
tremendously.
idea, bringing women home to, you know, just kind of doing your business outside of the home.
Yeah, because when you're with when you're with two women, you know, it's
So you've been with two women?
oh yeah. So
Oh gosh, he is playing.
it can be a very intimate thing. So, you know, if they do that together, they kind of grow together. It's kind of cool.
Wait, who's growing together? The two women or
I am side-eyeing
and his wife.
Oh, so they growing together because
I
they
am
got another woman in
side
there.
eyeing like no man's business
what
right
you
now.
said
Like
next to.
side eye.
Why you side-eyeing?
Now let me
What?
ask you this: since
Yeah.
you bring since you know you've been with two women, now how does that happen?
What do you mean? How's that?
How
I
does
feel
it
like it works
happen?
in theory, but not in practice.
Oh, I get that.
How
Man,
do you?
let me
Because
just.
I would
it works in-
assume that
I'm
the
sure
the
it's
two
very-
I mean, it
one
obviously
is
works
your
when people do it.
you know.
You know, it's really a thing where if you ask the universe for what you want, the universe.
So she just shows
Well, you
up.
know how it is.
She just shows up at your
She
door
just
in a trench
miraculously
coat.
appears.
Well, I think are you asking like what
you got a
what are the
friend?
conversations?
Like, how
I
do
want to
you-
have some fun.
Like, how does it happen? Does it just? Are you?
Do you use a friend? Does it have to be a stranger? Would you
Does she
prefer
go
it to be a
get her?
stranger?
Do
How
you
does it
go
work?
get her? Is this the two women? Is one woman? Are you in a relationship with one woman? I mean, how does that work?
Because like you just with two chicks
Yeah.
is one thing, but you in a relationship and then bringing another chick is another.
Is a
I
whole
think it's
nother
probably easier if it's because I'm thinking because you know Usher got this song called Little Freak and he sends Nicki Minaj
Yeah.
to go and get.
Oh, go and get.
I'm sorry.
got her. She likes it. You like it. Got her.
Hilarious.
Uh-huh.
We are the only wholesome ones.
Got her.
She talking about she want to be with somebody else.
So wait, so Courtney,
relationship.
do you think you can go pull a girl if you needed to?
Do I think I can pull a girl for sure? I mean, that's not.
That's not even the topic.
That wasn't really the
I was
question.
just
though.
wondering. It's
not hard.
It just depends, you know. Sometimes you can start with two girls who know each other, who are
Yes.
like, who are interested in being with a guy. I've always been lucky because
This has happened multiple
been
times,
lucky.
guys.
no, because
The universe just loves
No,
you.
man. I just remember this one girl in college where she
Lord.
told me, she was like, you know why this happened or whatever. She's like, you know how to keep your mouth shut. And I've always been the dude where
Yes.
you
brag
don't
about your
know.
business.
You might see, if you go on my Instagram, you might see me out with a bunch of women. I might not be doing nothing with any of them. I might be fucking them all. You will never know because I'm not about to tell you. I'm just about to enjoy myself and let them enjoy themselves
Yes.
so that they don't get that reputation and they don't have to
Yes.
worry about being slut shamed and all that. No, we can fuck all day, bring your girl.
Please
No, I
turn
ain't
the
gonna
air
know.
up. It is so hot. It's hot.
Wow.
Well, let's talk about because these two, the two couples we talked about, Monique and her husband, and then T-Pain and his wife Amber. They are confirmed in terms of allowing other people into the bedroom, so to speak. Now there are others. So there are others that kind of do the total transparency. Where they put it all out on the table, and then there are others that subscribe to the don't ask, don't tell. So I guess to each his own, but I want to get into the couples that are, they're implied by the things that they said, but not necessarily confirmed. So we have, what's the next picture we have, Zeke? Okay. Brad and Angelina are implied. And Angelina.
Come on now.
Well, I mean, yeah, but they've never come out. And we gotta be.
What was the statement?
Integrous. Well, what she said, it says Hollywood's going couple, keeps things open in the household. But again, that's speculation. In, I guess, 2011, Angelina told a German magazine, "I doubt that fidelity is absolutely essential for a relationship. It's worse to leave your partner and talk badly about him after," which is kind of what she's doing now. But anyway, neither Brad nor I have ever claimed that living together means to be chained together. We make sure that we never restrict each other. So that to me sounds like an open relationship, but again, they've never come out and confirmed it. But we can, I mean, if I had to bet. If I was a betting woman, I had to bet, I would say yeah.
But betting, do we look at it and say, oh, only Brad's leaving, only she's leaving, or both of them are leaving?
I think they're both doing all kind of stuff.
Interesting.
Yes.
All the time.
What would you, if you,
all over the world.
If you had to be in an open relationship, or basically what we know about, which would you prefer? Which scenario? Would you prefer the total transparency where, listen, I'm going to tell you everything, I'm going to tell you everything I do. I'm going to do it outside of the relationship. I'm not going to bring anybody home. It's just my thing outside of you. Like, we have our thing, and then, you're free to hook up. I'm free to hook up. Or would you just not want to know? Like, go ahead, do what you need to do. Just, I don't want to hear about it. Because I know a lot of women who do that for the sake of lifestyle. Do what you. Now, I wouldn't call that. In a sense, that is kind of an open relationship.
It is, because you've accepted it as practice.
Yes, like, just do what you got to do. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to be disrespected. Just don't let it come back to me.
I'm only answering if I had to, because this better not be. This is not the story. You're not even going to play
now,
those
as
games.
a millennial, let me ask you something before you answer that
Y'all
question.
used to be real free.
Yeah.
I'm a weirdo. I'm a weirdo, though. I mean, let me not even say weirdo, because I don't think it's that weird. I think it's totally what I want or whatever. But for me, and I have friends who actually do have, I don't know if they consider it necessarily open relationship. I think they're more on the don't tell me side. So they're kind of, whatever. I just don't believe that this is the way it's supposed to be. I believe that one person can fulfill those things. Of course.
Are you the norm in your peer group?
I think so. Yeah. I really do. I don't think there's a lot of people out here just like, oh, I'm trying to be fun. It's fun when you're single and whatever, but if you're saying I want to be to come in a relationship, which is what you said earlier, that's such a different thing to say than I want to be single, and it's like, no, that's why they're different. So for me, with the scenario, I would want you to tell me, I think, which I'm nervous to say out loud because it's like, that's probably sucks, but I think I want us to talk about it. Like, maybe it's cute. You tell me, like, I made out with this girl today, and it's like, did you? I don't know.
Well,
Like,
you also should want to know, because you don't want to be someplace with somebody that he has been with and you don't know.
You want to know. I want to know.
But I don't think I'd want to know after the fact. Don't tell me after the fact.
Right. Tell me before it's about to happen.
I would like, because I would imagine. I think that if this is the lifestyle, we're gonna do this open thing, then I just kind of want you to keep me in the loop.
Are you keeping him in the... So what does that look like?
That's what I'm saying, keep me in the loop.
What are the conversations like?
And then, like, okay, well, I don't know, because I've never had them. But I'm just saying, I think I would want to be kept in the loop. Don't tell me after the fact, because maybe I got a problem with this chick. That's what I'm saying. So what are the rules? Because it's like, maybe she's cuter than me. I'm a little insecure. No, because then you have what we said, no bang list. Do you like this? But
you can't be adding people to the no bang list after once you've already agreed this, and then you're like
co-workers. What do? Do you do mutual friends? Are they off limits?
I would say no relatives.
Absolutely.
Oh God,
this is
relatives. No mutual friends.
No relatives.
No relatives.
Because then it goes into like, do you go get strippers? Do you get somebody who just like, I mean,
and I think you would probably have to be careful with friends, because you don't want
say no to friends.
Weird.
Absolutely no friends.
Absolutely not.
No
friends.
Family's not even what? You're trying to look at my sister like we're done. Like, no.
Your sister's bad.
She is bad, but
bad.
this isn't going to
She's
work.
banging.
But
I
isn't
think
that
she's
normally
millimeters.
what it is? I thought it was the friend.
Well,
like,
that's
you
the
know,
thing, but that's why I always say it
like a
sounds good in
girlfriend
theory,
that
but
the
not in
husband
practice.
is eyeing
Because
and-
you're
But
like,
wait.
It's better
Because
if
we're
you don't
talking
know
about a
them.
vetting process. So friends, it depends on the friend.
Yeah.
Some friends, probably. Some friends, probably not.
Because okay, if you're saying friends, like, are they the friend that comes over for Thanksgiving, or the friend that you never really see and that I introduced you to one time?
that's not your friend, that's your associate.
Yeah, there you go. I
They're
mean,
defined friends.
right.
But I want to know, you still didn't answer the question.
What's the question?
I want to know how this happens.
You just go. It depends on like.
How do you know this?
There's no understanding.
Okay, wait a second. Are you asking me to give you like
I mean,
insight as to
how does it happen? Like, how do you go and recruit somebody, basically?
you
Or do you
recruit
just
them out
kinda-
in the way that you would for sex and any other way.
way.
That's it.
I think it's probably so much simpler than we think.
Are you
like
grooming somebody? Do you groom?
you probably walk up to them,
Or is
little
it like a
eye.
spontaneous, hey, we're out,
That's
me
a
and
good
my
question,
girl,
Sheree.
and boom?
It's not so much a grooming, but you would ask to see. You would probably ask
It is
probing
grooming.
questions to see if they're
where they
open to
are,
it.
yeah.
But see, this is the thing. You're not going to convince someone to be a freak if they're not. Now, but you can nudge them towards it. But you can't
Yeah.
convince them. Like if you. Stacey, you're not gonna convince to do this. It's not gonna happen.
I feel like you probably could convince somebody. Like, if you go up to somebody, you're like, hey, it's me, you, blah, 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 on the side, and a little side eye, a little drink, you make them look that.
But see,
I mean, I feel like
I'm
that
not really
probably,
convincing you. What I'm doing in that situation is I'm letting you know what's available and you're making the decision. But convincing you
Right.
is
okay.
like you say no, and I'm like, no, but
Oh,
look
you're
here,
right.
look
You're right.
here.
Yeah, you definitely couldn't do that. Nah, not to me. That's not
And
happening.
honestly, I wouldn't even want to do all that. There's too many women. Hell, I'm about to try to convince you to do something that other girl around the corner probably can't wait for me
When
to
do
ask
you
me.
put
Right.
that on the table, though, in the dating process? When do you say, hey, listen, this is my get down. This is what I like to do. Do you say that immediately?
That's interesting.
Or do you
That's a good question.
or do you wait until y'all are really connected and you see a future or whatever and then put it on the table?
But remember the guy I told you about that hit me up, and then a week or a couple weeks later, he was like, sorry to answer the phone. I have a girlfriend, and you guys were
yes,
saying
yes.
that he was trying to see where my head was at, and I'm like, you have a girlfriend, we're done, and you guys were like, he was trying to see if you were interested. And that was only 2 weeks in.
Yeah.
I thought that was insane.
Them guys said that.
Yeah, and I was like, I thought he was just.
I thought it was perfect timing.
Exactly. Like nobody's gonna come up out the blue to a stranger that they find attractive and be like, I like threesomes, will you join? In general.
Do you think so? I feel like people
In
are so
general.
honest these days.
No.
They'll probably like,
If they do, their game to me sucks. But
Right.
that's just me.
Yeah.
I have never had anybody ask me to do a threesome. And let me tell you what my theory is. My theory is there is a grooming and a vetting process, and I'm just not a candidate.
Well,
You know what I mean? And they
That's a
just
good
don't even
point.
do
That's
it.
possible, yeah.
America, approach Sheree.
Apparently she
She's
is a
in
candidate.
a phase right now where she might be open to that because
She
no one's
might
ever asked.
be
So,
open.
Oh my God, y'all are crazy. You know what I think? Because we
What?
only got 9 minutes left. We have to do a part 2 to this show.
Yeah, so you
Okay,
need to
so-
mark where you are, where
Yes.
you stopped off.
So this is clearly part
You did ask
1.
another question that we never answered.
Okay.
I don't think, totally. I think some of us are made for monogamy. I think some of us aren't, and I think at different points we want monogamy. At different points we want variety. When it comes to sex, at least in my experience, it's been a thing where sometimes I want variety. Sometimes I just want to be with one person. So,
So you have seasons of monogamy. Seasons where you're saying people have seasons where they want to be just monogamous and other seasons where they want to get their freak on, basically.
Yeah, I'm not
And
having
have
sex
side
with 3
pieces.
women like every week or something. Like, no, but it's tiring.
I can imagine.
So, no.
Is there a quota?
A quota?
For how
I
many?
mean, like, is there a quota? Like, we're only gonna bring 2 people
a month. Oh my
I mean, I
God.
guess you
That's
could,
such
but
a.
Because I would
Again,
imagine
that's
you would
nice.
have to be very, very specific and clear. as to how this is. If you have the, don't ask, don't tell policy, then it is what it is. But if it's a total transparency type of thing, then you got to be very, very clear and set guidelines and boundaries and rules.
I mean, I think that's depending on the people still. Like, because everybody, you might be one of those people that's like, we both went out to the club that night and found somebody and we good and we go home and it's not like we need details about.
I think that would be a recipe for disaster, though, because I feel like if you're going to do something this dangerous.
So you think it's dangerous?
If you don't know what you're doing, I think you could mess up a good relationship. You have to. I think you have to talk. Because I think you have to talk about it. I think you have to come up with as many rules as possible and do your best to follow it. For if nothing else, so there will be mutual trust. I think it should be some serious.
I feel like the more rules you come up with, the more problems you're asking
the less
for.
it's interesting.
Because you're like, it can only be this, and it should be that. Like it
well,
just,
I think because
it gives
she
too many more
right.
It just gives more room for wait, you didn't follow, but you didn't do that. Like then you're arguing over little details constantly.
Maybe rules is the wrong word though, because maybe it's like even guidelines seems a little strict. Maybe it's just like
I know there should be boundaries. There should be some basic boundaries, like you will always use a condom. You will not ever mess with my family members. Like general boundaries, I think. But like when you start breaking it down, like you can only bring blondes. If you touch this chick from this corner, like it becomes way too, you doing too much and maybe you shouldn't be doing it.
I just think this is so interesting because if you're single and you're dating, because back to the monogamy thing, if you're single and dating around a little bit and you're kind of feeling yourself and, that's a very different state to me, and that makes sense. If I'm single and I'm not committed and I go on a date with this person and then a couple weeks later somebody else asks me out and then I go back to, because you're having fun. Yeah. But then once you find the person in all the mix, I just don't understand the point of going back.
Like let me play devil's advocate. Because are you really going back? Because you have your person, right here, and you got all these other little things that you do.
But that means you're still single. To me, that means you're still single.
No, you're not still single because, who was that? It was some comedians like, yeah, you be out in the club, you be kicking it, then you go home, you lonely as hell.
True.
You go home.
That's real.
Your person's there.
Well,
wow. You want somebody at home.
We're almost done with the show, and we will do a part 2 on this because it was really just too much to cover in one setting. Halloween is this Sunday, so we have our little trick or treat segment. Trick or treat, trick or treat. Demetrius, you pick first. These are questions that you have to answer. Is this going to be a trick?
I'm scared.
This scenario, is it a trick or a treat?
Oh, you got a question.
What is
it? What does it say?
What does it say?
If you had to bring one of them in the bedroom, Hillary or Trump,
dead,
Brad or Angelina.
Oh, no. Those are 2 questions.
2 questions.
Those are 2 questions. Answer the first one.
Oh, well, I'm not gay, so I would definitely pick Hillary, but to be...
See, that's a little one-sided.
But let me say this. I've always had a crush on Hillary Clinton. So I would hit it.
Oh, Lord. Okay. We're going to make note because we're going to explore that.
We got to go back to that because I got a question.
But so she can't bring a man home?
Where are we talking?
If you were bringing, like, when we talked about, like, T-Pain brings women home, but she can't bring a man
because you immediately disqualified the man because you said, I'm not gay.
Yeah.
What am I going to do with the man? What am I going to do with the man?
We're not talking about
We're going to watch her.
You're going to watch.
Maybe, yeah. That's fine.
Lord have mercy. Okay, Lord have mercy.
All right, then.
Trick or treat, Courtney.
I'm scared. I can't get anything. I don't think I'm meant to answer. I don't know if this is good. Birthday hall pass, a trick, or I don't get a
Okay, so
treat.
if you got a birthday hall pass from your significant other, you know what a hall pass? A hall pass means you have the freedom to go and do who you want to do.
I want to do.
Are you insulted? Is that a trick, or are you like?
When Courtney gets nervous,
is that
her
a treat?
lips start shaking a little.
Ooh, she nervous? Is she
I'm not nervous. If I got my hall pass, would I think it was a good thing? I'd be like, okay, boo, that's what you want me to do? I'm like, okay.
I wouldn't be insulted, but I'd be like,
insulted.
I'm like, I kind of want to spend time with you.
Would that be a treat?
I possibly, it depends on who my man is and why he giving me the hall pass.
Right.
Like, are you giving me the hall pass because you need me to forgive you?
She making it too deep.
Like, what did you do?
Okay, Stacey, what you got?
goodness.
This is it. I need to know it. A huge penetration capacity. Treat?
Is that a trick or a treat?
Damn.
How is this? How is this?
Well,
We need to know.
Okay, let me read the question. He has a huge penetration capacity.
Is that a
Hello.
treat? Yeah.
Are you sure?
That's a treat? All right, well, there it is.
is that a treat for you?
No, it's not.
Really?
Oh, heck, what am I going to do with that? I'm a little girl.
But it ain't that much smaller. I mean, the vagina is an average.
I
Like,
don't
there's
want
not
it-
that big of a
I
variation
don't want
in
it
the
to be
length of
little,
vagina.
but I don't want it to be huge now.
Well, you mean
No.
huge as in
What you gonna
long
do with
ways
that?
or girth?
What you gonna do with that?
Well, let me say this. Little dick men of America.
You could be Sheree's next conquest.
And there's so much. I can't. This PSA.
Oh my God. Okay.
Wait, did you pick one?
You have to pick one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You need to pick one.
I made the
Oh,
questions.
yeah.
How am I
This
gonna
is
pick one?
hilarious.
What does mine say? Oh, it's the same one.
Yeah.
I answered that.
She put a bunch of them in there trying to get us.
That's God.
It says a lover with a huge sexual conquest number. Is that a trick or a treat? I would say it's a treat because I kind of want you to know what you're doing. Boom. There it is.
All right.
So let's give some Halloween tips real quick. Show the picture, because what you know, explain about the blackface. There's too much information out there, y'all, about this whole blackface. It is insensitive. It is racist. It's offensive.
Why we still doing
We don't do that. You know, that's Julianne Hough did it as Crazy Eyes, and she caught a lot of flack for it. And she did apologize. But the one who did it right was Ellen. Show Ellen. Ellen is Nicki Minaj. You don't need to darken your skin. We know who you are. Put the wig on. do you know the big old booty? We know who you are. So be sensitive. Be sensitive. No blackface.
White people love to tan. I just don't understand.
Well, think about it. You know what? And I think they kind of want to be us. The big booties, the plumped up lips. Come on now. But that's another show. That's another show. So
Another
takeaway. What's your
conversation.
takeaway, Courtney? And tell people how they can keep up with you.
Takeaways is that I've learned that Demetrius got all kinds of experiences. That we
Yes, so many more. I'm like, what have
I
you
got all kinds of questions.
Demetrius?
I got girls that I should have made pay for it. I got girls that I should have made wait for it. I got girls that have canceled a flight back home. Just stay another day for it.
I can't live. I'm so hot right now.
Woo!
And not hot in a good way, Demetrius.
Follow I at Demetrius.
All right. So what you got to say, Miss
I have
Stacy?
nothing to I can't follow
And
that.
I don't either. I am rendered speechless. Thank you for joining us today. Eat well, y'all. Pray fervently
Pray a lot.
and live boldly. And we will see you next week. And join us for our part 2 and side pieces, open relationships.
Okay,
Oh
sounds
my
good.
gosh.
God.
Y'all are crazy. Demetrius, what's wrong with you?
From executives Kevin Undergaro, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, and the entire BHL staff, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us. info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I am the official voice of Black Hollywood Live, Scipio. Instagram me at KingXOBay. Thanks for tuning in. The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.